Welcome back. In this video, we're going to go over the country sign up restriction. I'm currently in the Inhouz Cloud subscription management module. So we have two types of subscription services, internal and external. Internal services are just for people within your organization when APIs and web applications are behind an internal subscription service. You can treat those as internal tools. Whereas external services, make these applications exposed to the general public. Anyone with an internet connection can basically go to that URL for the sign up and just sign up to your application. But now, if you wanted to add layers of restrictions, you can. So far, we've gone over age restrictions, we've gone over email domain restrictions, we've gone over email top level domain restrictions. In this video, we're going to focus on the country restrictions. If you wanted to restrict your access to your application based on a country, you can do that from this platform very easily. I'm going to jump into our support auth service. This is an external service connected to an application, a web application called Support Me. This is an external service. If we wanted to restrict access to this service to just people in the United States, how do we do this? All we need to do is go to the restrictions tab in the configurations tab and go to allowed countries. And just like that, we can just look for United States. And now only users, when we save and deploy, of course, save and deploy, right? When we save and deploy, then only users who, from the United States will be able to sign up to this application. And this is, helpful if you wanted to have multiple services with multiple sets of prices for different markets. This is a perfect way to create, you can think of like a support auth US, a support auth, England, a support auth India, with different pricing and just scoped to those specific countries or those specific markets. And you could have more than one. If I wanted Algeria as well, I could basically just do that, with a click. Now, what if, okay, I didn't have, we did not have a limited access list of countries. But let's say some issue broke out in the world and all of a sudden you're now sanctioned and you can no longer, or there are sanctions out and you can no longer do business with a certain country. So now let's say you wanted to block a country from having access. All you need to do is to go to the block country restriction. And then you could just pick the country that you do not want, to have access to your application. So nothing against the Australians, but in this example, we're just going to say, well, we do not want people in Australia to have access to our application. So now, when people from Australia try to gain access using this subscription service, they're no longer going to have access. But if you wanted, people in Australia to have access, you could create a whole new service, right? And then, use an allowed country restriction and just say I only want people from Australia to have access to this application through this service. Again, one of the I guess the major use case for this is like pricing. Different markets have different prices. Sometimes you would see applications priced higher to the US market, but they might be priced a lot lower to like markets in Southeast Asia or something like that, or Africa, right? That's just how it is. And with Inhouz Cloud, in the subscription service module, we make this as simple as a couple of clicks. All right, that's it for this video. Remember that you can always mix and match restrictions and to get the perfect combination. Go ahead and watch our other videos on sign up restrictions to see how you can mix and match. That's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one.